I mean, empty jump, drive, impact, like. But I go into the game. I go into this game given it's natural. It's just natural to assume that people that you're playing, especially with a decent amount of points, have a basic understanding of like fighting games in general. But this game is so fucking wild. Like people learn to do wild, stupid shit, and it works. So you can't really blame them for playing it wrong, because in a way they're kind of playing it right. I think every character in this game, with the exception of maybe Geef, is like they can get you in the first or two if you know what you're doing. I mean, Geef guys gimmicks too, but don't get me wrong, but it's like, I don't know. I think you could pick up this game and do very well in this game, and it'll lead you to believe that you are actually like good at games, at fighting games. That's what's crazy. Like to me, people who were good in 4, I can't speak on 5. I don't want to act like if you were good in 5 it doesn't matter, but people who were good in 4 genuinely have an understanding of this game, right?
Yep.
People who were not that good in 4 or who were terrible in 4, they can still do decent. I'm not gonna act like they can, place high in tournaments. If you were like not good in 4, you can do decent in this game. People who were just good fundamentally overall are gonna find that fundamentally, if you're playing somebody who's also good fundamentally, you can have fun. But if you're playing fundamentally and you're playing some fucking maniac, it's not gonna be fun. Because you're gonna spend more time trying to figure out. You're gonna try to win the fucking lottery on defense, as opposed to like trying to outplay somebody. Like how often? Ask yourself that shit. How often in this game are you actually outplayed? Like what does outplayed even mean in this game? In this game, outplayed means you guessed wrong too many times. Like you don't need to be like a fundamental wizard in this game. You don't need to have great nooch. You don't need to have, you know what I'm saying? None of that shit. All you need to do is win the guessing game. That plus and I love the king of that category. Yeah, I mean Honda in general is just, and you try to tell yourself, I've seen the comments, right? You try to tell yourself, oh, it's just vanilla, they'll fix it, it'll get better, and I'm pretty sure it will. But it's like, I look at the game and the things I don't like, and I feel like the things that I don't like about the game aren't broken. I don't feel like certain things are broken. Even the crazy plus frames, even like the guess, I don't think it's broken. I just think it's stupid. Like in Street Fighter 4, there were certain things that just had to be fixed. They were like actually broken. In this game, it's mostly shit that just doesn't make sense. Like if you're a developer and you're playing the final build of this game, I don't see how you looked at certain things in this game and was like, yeah, this'll work. But at the same time, I feel like to a certain degree, this game was made for children. Menu. Bruh. I have to send Unbeatable to one of you people because you don't stop fucking.
Yeah, what is it trying to do? Why not yellow?
People, but that's what I'm saying. It's a reason why you can come from a whole different franchise, having never really played Street Fighter, and do well in this game. That's why when I see people like, yo, so and so came from Mortal Kombat and they're over here cooking people. So and so came from DBFZ and they're over here cooking people. That doesn't mean shit to me. Yo, y'all Street Fighter players was free the whole time. I think that's children talking. Like adults don't say that stupid shit because like actual grown men and women like understand. So like, it's certain things that I see people say where I'm like, it's obvious that these are children. And you look stupid arguing with children. You gotta let kids be kids and just kind of like enjoy the game for what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue with a kid that does well in this game and thinks that fundamentally they're strong. I think that's hilarious. I'm helping you out, idiot. Exactly, grown men. Like the people who came, like the notable players who came, like Sonic Fox. Sonic Fox is just fundamentally strong in whatever he's playing. Punk is fundamentally strong in whatever he's playing.
Yep.
So to argue like, yo, so and so came from Mortal Kombat and so he's killing y'all, it's like, all right, play. But then if you tell them to play somebody in a game that's like heavier, like a fundamentally strong Street Fighter, they're not gonna play that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they won't play like ST or like Street Fighter 3, any of the older games.
They won't play 4, they won't play 3 yet. They're not gonna do that shit.
Nope.
Because this game provides just enough like guesswork to make people feel strong offensively. If I'm playing like a heavy mix of character in a game that really sucks defensively, I don't feel like I'm great. I don't feel like I'm good because I'm making you like guess all the time. Because that's pretty much how this game is built. If you're playing a rush down character, right? That's different. Like that's different than a game where you have to guess pretty much all the time on defense. Sonic Fox also plays the MP character in this game. Yeah, that too. I mean, he found a character that works for him. Yeah, you're right. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. I'm just glad I'm not a pro player, because pro players aren't allowed to be honest about how they feel. They have to come out here and act like everything's great all the time. Like, no, it's a whole lot of dog shit in this game, and you could chalk it up to it being vanilla, but the changes you'd have to make the game make sense completely are drastic, and they're not going to do that. So I hope people out there don't expect them to make these like drastic changes to where they're going to feel like, okay, now it's a fighting game. This game ain't built like that. If anything, they'll probably try to add more bullshit to balance out the bullshit that's already here.
Oh, they will. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look how they sold. Remember, Pit? This is how they sold the game. It was like, now you got to play real nooch because a lot of buttons are negative, so you can't. It's not like Street Fighter 5 where everything was fucking plus. But then you get here and everyone's drive rushing all over the fucking place, and everything. Not only is everything plus, it's more plus than it was in 5. I legit have setups that are like plus 14. You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn.
I got setups that are plus 14, plus 24, plus 19. That's real neutral? Like, that's real Street Fighter?
Yeah, at the point you have to like guess after that.
Drive rush and neutral should be nerfed. How so? If you made drive rush and neutral 2 or 3 bars, that alone would change a whole lot. First of all, I want to say I'm not gonna say most. I'm just gonna say a lot. There are a lot, and I do mean there are a lot. If you took this game for what it is and left everything exactly the same, if you left every single thing in the game as it is right now, but took out drive rush in neutral, period. If you couldn't drive rush, if you could only drive rush cancel to like combo extend, and you took drive rush out of neutral, I think a huge part of this game's customer base would stop playing. Like and anybody in chat who's played this game for a while, you know what I'm talking about. There are a shitload of people who would not survive in this game without drive rush. They literally would not know what to do without it. Like, think about Jerry, think about Ken, think about DJ. Just think about those three characters for a second. If they couldn't drive rush like that, if they couldn't just freely just drive rush out of their fucking mind, you'd actually like have to know what you were doing to play these characters. And it's no way you're gonna tell me that this game markets to people who like neutral, when at any point you can just fly in like a fucking bat out of hell. Hold and parry should be nerfed. Yeah, I guess. Like, I've literally done like drive rush. You know, you can like just kill your rush with like a crouch jab or something. I've done like a drive rush fake like 3 times in a row, just to kind of bait something, and eventually it'll bait something out. But just imagine if you couldn't do that. You have to like earn your way in, or you can just drive rush like a maniac, but one time, because it'll cost you half your bar. And then even if it works, if you try to extend the combo, now you're in fucking burnout. I think a lot more people would stop playing with that shit like that if it costs more. Just make drive rush 2 bars. And as I say that, I get another fucking Kimberly. I definitely take that, but whatever.
Nice one from the sun there. Round 2. You can still like punish him like grabs banks, so yeah, let's have some like pros and cons when it comes to parries. Ooh, nice, what a one.
Look at this guy. You're a master rank and you're getting hit by that? Like, come on. And my main is using level 3 in the first 10 seconds of round 2. That's hilarious. Shit. Okay, you're dead. Pack it up. And I want to say 99.999999999% of Kimberly players can't block for shit. Because they're so used to doing a bunch of stupid shit that you have to block that, but when you get through it, they can't block shit. I think that's hilarious too.
It is.
Like they literally don't know what it's like to have to block. My man is holding up through a block string. That's what I'm saying. I'm blocking high, I'm getting hit with overhead. They all do the same thing. Now there's one part of this game I think is broken, and that's the landing frames. Landing frames in this game are definitely broken. Bruh.
Nice time too. That's gonna be it. So I'm taking that one. Good games, guys. Alright, who do we got next now?